I'll tell you what I really want to talk about. This morning, as you know, I'm a part of the Mankind Project. I'm a leader in the Mankind Project, and I was a part of something called the Leader email list. And the conversation was around an article that came out about this virus. And it was really very good about how it progresses, what we know about it, and some highlights on how we can prevent it, what we need to do about it. And the conversation on the leader body was around, should we cancel NWTAs or not? Because there's no way we can do an NWTA, which is our flagship training program, and stay within the guidelines that are being recommended for us to keep safe. And I thought about that for a minute, and I thought, wow, this is exactly at the core of what I talk about in prosperity planning. This is the core conflict we all live in, and that is, who do I protect the most? Me or my money? That's what it boils down to. Every single person in this country right now, whether they're an entrepreneur, a business owner, a CEO, or the president of this club, is toying with the idea, how do I protect my members and protect my bank account? Which is more important? How much are you worth? Are you worth $2 million? Are you worth $5 million? That's always the question. We make that decision all the time, every day, and we give up our life in the moment for money. All the time. And I think this is a wake-up call to how we're doing that. And I came back and I said, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe we need to redefine money. What is money? And what are we protecting? And why do we need to protect it? I recently went out to Oakland, California, and gave a keynote speech for the Elder Pride 2020, and the name of my speech was, How Do You Create a Life Beyond Your Wildest Imagination with Zero Money? And people were like, wow, how do you do that? I said, it's the only way it's ever been done. No one's ever created anything with money. Money has never created one thing. It can become a nutrient to grow something once you got something created. And the best example of that is Oprah Winfrey. She and I are the same age. We both grew up in the South. She's a black girl. She was sexually molested. Her chances of becoming a multi-billionaire media mogul, whatever we call them, was slim to none. And look what she's done. She has created something incredible from that creative genius in her. And then the money, the resource, the nutrients came in, and look what it's grown into. So to answer your question earlier about what's the silver lining in this, I believe we are coming out of what I call the old industrial age, the money age. We're moving into what's called the creative age. We're becoming creators of life, creators of vision. And this just might be the opportunity to look at ourselves and how we relate to money and how we give up our power to money. And let's redefine, but how much good is it going to be to have $5 billion sitting on a piece of paper in a bank to promote commerce around the world? Zero. It doesn't promote commerce. It hoards because it believes in an idea that there's only a finite amount of money and I better get my share so I can have my way. That's an ego construction. That's not true because there is no finite amount of what real money is. Real money is an energy source to promote commerce among people for goods and services. And money sitting in a bank, maybe we need to lose all those billions of dollars on pieces of paper to reset this economy, to make it more user-friendly for us, to really fulfill that need. And wouldn't that be more exciting? Because I'll tell you something, all of us have everything within us we need to create a fantastic life, and it has nothing to do with money. Just thinking a while ago when we asked these questions, Nina talked about how she took this opportunity to restructure what looked like a bad event and take that resource and put it to better use for $1,000. Great example. So we're toying with the idea right now in this virus of, this is the truth. This is the reality. People are going to die from this. We're going to lose people. They're going to lose their lives. and we're going to lose money. Which is more important? We got to make a decision. Or do we protect people, or we protect our money? And if we protect our people, we'll have the creative resources to make more. And don't worry about it. Make the decision that's going to protect the source of the money, the source of creation, the person, the human being. So we have a wonderful opportunity here to really look into ourselves and see, where do I give up my power to money? I do it every day. I was going to talk about imposter syndrome, and because what that is that's the belief for me that I better be successful or I'm unlovable. That's one of the symptoms of that. Another one is loneliness. One way to combat loneliness is to create a mastermind group like I have with Scott. To share your problems, to share your concerns, to share. The reason we feel lonely, we're afraid people are going to find out who we really are. That's what feels lonely. Because if you knew who I really was, you'd think I was a fraud, and you wouldn't like me, and I might lose my job. That's what that's really about. So what I want to say here today is, let's really look at this as an opportunity to dig inside ourselves and how we're giving up our power to money and choose on ourselves. And choose on our club. And don't worry about how much money you're going to lose, because it doesn't really matter anyway. It's just numbers on a piece of paper. And if you got what you got in you, and you tap into that I am that someone spoke about a little while ago, I think it was you, Galinda. I am the infinite power of the world that created the universe. Not me, Mark Coward. But that living force in me that created everything you see, that created Oprah Winfrey's huge empire, that created a smartphone, that's in you and me both. And maybe this is going to be a wake-up call to what's more important. Me or my money? My business or my money?